Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Rod.
I'm John.
We're here with Blended Up Blending Principles. Next, we're going to show you how.
I like that. I gotta remember that.
Yeah, that's good. It's kind of a tongue twister. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how the Vitamix. What am I going to do? Heats versus freezes, and it's really just timing is one of the variables, and then ingredients. Even though our ingredients are going to be pretty similar, I'm going to make nut butter.
I'm gonna make a nut ice cream or nut freeze.
Perfect.
1 cup, perfect.
And if a coupon falls in, just blend it extra 30 seconds. Good to go.
Gone.
Extra fiber.
Easy. Apple nectar.
And what's this for?
I'm gonna add a lot of ice to freeze it. So I wanna sweeten it with something. You could use agave or Splenda or something bad for you, but I'm gonna use apple agave.
Apple nectar. That's all right.
And you can also get it at blendedup.com.
Yeah, we don't have it online yet, but keep
Comes
checking
in.
back. It's basically just made from apples, and it's a good replacement to agave.
Yep.
One thing that I did, I failed to
Actually, I'm gonna
mention.
get online right now.
One thing I failed to mention was this container was wet, and when you're mixing oil with water, it's not a very good blend. It doesn't mix very well. So I dried my container out,
Quick learner.
added in about 3 cups of peanuts, and I'm ready to go to make nut butter. What else you got?
All I have to do is add ice. So I'm looking, I got about 1 part nuts, 3 parts frozen or ice.
Yeah, so this is gonna go up to about the 4.5 cup mark. And we're gonna both run these on high speed. John's gonna run his for about, what, 30 seconds?
Yeah.
I'll run mine for a full minute. Now, another thing, as you watch me, well, I'll probably get to that in the end, but I just wanna show you that I'm not gonna over blend this. John's also gonna wait till he has about 4 mounds on top, and he's gonna shut his off, right?
Yep.
So high speed, let's go. Oh, go ahead.
Now you might have noticed I went a little bit longer than I thought. I had a little extra ice, and so I blended a little bit longer. What I was looking for is these 4 little mounds. Okay, when you have those, then it's frozen.
Those are nice looking buns, John.
Good one.
So a couple of things I want to point out on mine too. If you watch the film back, you'll see I was holding the base, which I think is important with nut butter. And also when I was using the tamper stick, it wasn't like I was pushing down. I was just reaching to the corners, and I'll just get this dirty again. Couple of fingers, 3 fingers on there, just push to the corners, and that circulates. I see a lot of people
Don't overdo it.
pushing down in the center, and really you just need to go to the
Wiggle
corners
the
and go.
container.
You did the same thing with yours, right?
Right.
So it's the same concept.
Just looking for the ice cubes to poke those down to make sure everything was blended. And then if it wasn't blending, I just kind of gave it a light touching in the corners.
So really a few principles here. We're on blending principles. Blending principles. 1, how to properly use your tamper stick. Lightly reach to the corners. 2, timing is important. And ingredients. Ice and nuts in 30 seconds makes nut sorbet. Just nuts in 60 seconds makes nut butter. If I pop this lid, you can't really see, but this is hot. There's some steam coming out of this. So this is a real creamy, thick nut butter. In fact, I'll scoop some out and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Big mistake we see with the new owner, your first blend experience, you taste some nut butter at a fair or at a show and you go home and you make it. The common mistake is over blending it, and so it comes out like soup. And what that does is it just gets all over your container, makes a huge mess.
Or even worse, because it's like soup, you'll pour it into a bowl or a container like this, and it gets all over here, which doesn't seem like a big deal. I even like peanut butter, and I get tired of licking it off. So you're not going to want to do that.
So come take a look at the texture of this. It looks
A lot creamier.
a lot creamier than you think when you see it in the container.
Especially, I'm going to speed this up. That was like in a few minutes. Look how smooth and creamy that is.
Now, ideally, I want to have and I didn't do a great job at this, but I want to have as little peanut butter along the high edges as possible and most of it down here. And what that means is hot water, maybe 2 cups with some soap, is going to clean this, and I'll show you that in a second. Or, what's a good recipe?
And what that really means is you're just having fun with your Vitamix, and you're not cleaning it, and it's not a nightmare, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's my recipe. Hot water.
Well, no, yeah, that's your recipe. Yeah, hot water. Serve that to your mother-in-law. Is that what you do?
Oh yeah. Hot water,
Well,
those soaps.
if you want to make a treat out of it, what you do is you'll add in some half and half and some soy milk or any kind of
Oh,
milk. We have
yeah,
this on the
yeah.
website too. You guys can check it out.
Yeah, I know what you're
And then
saying.
ice and chocolate. You can use any kind of like quick chocolate milk mix, and you get a
Oh.
chocolate peanut butter smoothie, which is awesome.
So good.
You can even add some protein into it. Like we have a protein blend there, and you can make a post-workout shake.
I was just going to touch on this. I just made a base. This is an ice cream base. You could add cinnamon. You could add chocolate, like cocoa. You could add bananas, banana nut. Delicious. Even the plain's delicious.
So that's it. So that's our how to freeze, how to cook, how to properly use the tamper, and a bunch of other how-tos. So join us next time. Thanks, guys.